Important things you should know about the ReZero story so far, but you don't. Now, these are things that either weren't clear, cut out the anime completely, or you might have just forgotten, but are probably going to be super important in the future, so lock in. And no spoilers past the anime. First things first, Subaru has 3 authorities. He's got Return by Death, an authority most likely given to him by the Witch of Envy, and you know what it does. He then got the authority of Sloth, which was transferred to him after Betelgeuse' death, which allows Subaru to summon an invisible hand, and now most recently, he's received the authority of Greed from Regulus after he fucking got packed up. Now, as for what this last one actually does, we're just gonna have to watch the anime to find out, but it is super important that you know this shit exists. Now next, Aldebaran is actually from Japan just like Subaru, and he also seems to have a weird relationship with Ram. All the way back in season 1, it was actually cut content that Aldebaran and Subaru had a discussion talking about how they were both from Japan. But a little bit later into this arc, Aldebaran asks a weird question. He would ask Rem if her sister is still alive, to which Rem would respond, yes, of course. But then Aldebaran gets strangely aggravated at this answer and then asks the two to leave, with his last remarks in this scene being, "You gotta be kidding me." So that's what it was. Makes me want to puke. Definitely hinting at some sort of connection. Next, the Shadow Garden. So the Shadow Garden is a mysterious place that Subaru sometimes finds himself in randomly, and where concepts don't exist and Subaru doesn't have a body, just a consciousness. And in this realm, there is nobody there except the Witch of Envy. And for whatever reason, when Subaru finds himself here, which has been at least 5 times so far, Subaru finds himself inexplicably taken and just in love with the Witch of Envy. Now, I've made a video going over this in more detail, so go watch it here, but I'm hearing that the Shadow Garden will finally be adapted in this week's episode of ReZero, so God bless. Now, next quick fact, in season 2, Daphne actually refers to Subaru as a thing called a Sage Candidate. Now, although we don't have that much information as to what this is yet, I feel like since the season kind of revolves around finding and talking to the Sage, this term will probably come up again. Now next, the Witch of Envy and Satella are 2 separate personalities. All the way in the past, when Satella was first given her authority was actually not compatible with her, kind of like Betelgeuse. And this authority took such a toll on her that the Witch of Envy personality was able to arise. And it was the Witch of Envy that did all those bad things, not Satella. Now moving on, at the end of Arc 4, Roswell tells Subaru something really interesting. During one of their last exchanges, Roswell tells Subaru that if anybody that Subaru vowed to protect and save died, he would kill all of these survivors and then let himself die willingly due to the curse put on him by their contract. So for Arc 4 forward, Subaru needs to save everybody. And lastly, Echidna is actually still alive. At the very end of Arc 4, Echidna from the Tea Party actually manages to revive herself in the body of Ryu Tsushima. She is also currently carrying the other witches around in a crystal and is roaming the world free. As for what reason, I do not know. And that's pretty much the big one. Now obviously there's a lot more I could talk about, but that's what my cut content series is for. Go check that shit out. But besides that, I am streaming all of my reactions to the new ReZero episodes every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so please catch me there. On Twitch or TikTok, it's always a great vibe. And if you guys like my content, please like and follow, and that's pretty much it. I'ma catch you.